Welcome or welcome back to my channel where I talk about all things planning, journaling and stationaries. As you may already noticed, this video looks a little bit different from my normal video. This is the part 2 series of my business trip to South Africa. This was the last day for my business trip and I had a short time just before I checked out of the room, so I took the time to just catch up on a little bit of habit tracking and just stick a few things here and there before I forget those memories. Okay, I am just about to close my suitcase and head out to the airport. So this is going to be a quick check-in. So I bought my Hobonichi Cousin for my work trip, knowing that I won't have much time to actually do things, but yeah, this is my emotional support, so that's why I brought it. And just show you what I have done so far. So I did manage to update my habit tracker. So this is just simply rating my day, whether I am emotionally okay and physically okay, and if I've done some habits, meaning reading, exercise, and journaling. Of course, during the work trip, I can't find the time for all three of them, but I did one or two at least per day. So I think I'm okay with that. And then what I really enjoyed during the business trip was that this section. So this allows me to track what I have done in a which time period. So nothing fancy at the end of the day or the morning afterward. Just quickly go through the previous day and then draw a line what we have done. And I feel like especially when it is business trip where you kind of go around and look around, see around, where program is quite intense, you feel like, oh, where did the day go? And then you just forget about what happened, to be honest. So doing this check-in was a very nice way to just capture my days. I mean, of course, I did take a lot of pictures, so that's also my memory keeping slash recording what happens throughout my short stay. But this is very nice, visually satisfying, just to see how I left my country, landed, met people, did this and that, and now we are heading to the airport. So yeah, very nice way to keep, and this was very easy to keep up with. So I just tried to make sure I don't forget any elements, so everything is in here. And the daily pages, that was I already knew from before, but yeah, it wasn't so easy to do the full A5 page. So I did film one video, previous one, when I did a bit of sticking here, but the day I arrived I had some extra time. No, I think it's the second day of my business trip. I had a bit of quiet morning time, so I stuck some how do you call it, the tickets from the airport and the luggage tag, the sticker that they normally put on the suitcase, and a bit of a writing here. But after that, when my real business trip content started, things has been whoop, rushing around. So I didn't really have time to do anything. But at least last night, this was in our, how do you call that thing? The tag, the program of the day were given. So I just cut them and stuck it here as a very nice memory of what we have done throughout the program. And yeah, 2 pages is left blank because I had a lot of things going on, but I do want to document them here. So yeah, I'm thinking of taking this in my carry-on bag, so there'll be lots of waiting at the airport. So before the memories and my, this nice feeling fade away, I want to put them down here. So I'm going to write about this day, how I felt at this day, and today is here. So I think this one will be done when I get back with another sticker of the tickets, the boarding pass. I collected just a small ephemera. So this was one of the steakhouse they took us, which was very, very nice and classic. It's got a bit of thick paper, so I'm still hesitating whether I want to stick it or not. This year, since I really like sticking things, I'm also trying to avoid sticking something very thick, because that really chunks up the page and it also becomes a bit more difficult to write on the back side. So I'm not sure. I really like it though. You see. Yeah, I thought I took 2, but I realized I actually took 3 of them. So I think this one's gonna be, one will definitely be my ruler in my Filofax. And then this is South Africa. So even when you're just having a tea at your hotel room, not only they have black tea bag, but they also have rooibos. So I just cut out the package. It is nicely here. So I think this one goes somewhere here as a nice colory decoration. And I did a lot of shopping today. Just before I'm going, I just did a lot of grocery shopping to take things home. So as we start consuming those nice goodies, I think I also have a nice memories to stick in here. So yeah, that's how I did my, not exactly a trip log, to be honest, because this is very tiny, but how I managed to capture my memory even on a quite a busy business trip. I highly recommend this vertical, because this section is very doable. Even if I was a little bit drunk after having a glass of wine, this was doable. So yeah, and I'm excited to do a bit of writing at the airport, so I need to go. Hello, we are now back home, and I just want to do a quick flip through of what I have done during the trip. So I have already shared in several clips, but I took this Hobonichi for my work trip, and of course I did not have full time to enjoy journaling, but after a few days of coming back, I did catch up a little bit. So this is going to be the final clip of this video. And let's see. So yeah, I think I shared, but I took it in this cover. I normally prefer to have it without the cover just for the sake of simplicity. But during the trip, I was worried how it's gonna damage the thing. So yeah, this is I put it in the cover. So I think I shared about this, so I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but I really enjoyed mapping my days in my vertical layout. Actually, this was my trip. Yeah, from here to here was my trip. So this was very easy and doable during the trip. And just to map out what I have done, like having this reference helped me a lot when I am catching up on my dailies. So the daily looks like this. Where did it start? Yeah, so this is where I started. I think I filmed a clip of this when I was on the trip, but I stuck some tickets from the airplane, did a bit of writing. This was agenda of my work trip, several writing here. The Rooibos tea package came here. The luggage tag. And yeah, I bought 2 books at the airport. Recently I don't really buy books because of logistics, and we don't really have many nice bookshop in the country that I live, but it was so satisfying to just go into the airport, see the bookshop and walk around. I actually picked 2 books. Normally books are quite expensive, so I do hesitate, but I told myself I don't really have much chance to get books, so I got 2. Atomic Habit is the one that everyone talks about, and I think I read like here and there, like small clips. I even went to the website before just to get the key points out of it. But when I saw the books, I'm like, okay, finally I'm going to get it. So I got this one. And I also got the Diary of a CEO. This was like bestseller in most of the bookshops, so I was like, oh, interesting. And now I'm really struggling in my work environment, so I thought I might get something out of this book. So yeah, I'm excited to dig in. I already started reading this Atomic Habits. I would say, ooh, I did quite a bit, so maybe third into it. So yeah, I got 2 books. So I wrote about 2 books that I'd read. And yeah, I had a serious issue with the airplane this time. So we got on the plane, but then we even listened to the the security video thing, how you inflate the life jacket and all the things. Even after that, we were just about to move the aircraft, and it got stopped. And then they said, oh, we need to just verify something. Waited for the toolbox to arrive, found out the situation is a bit bigger than we expected. We got out of the plane, and it was a whole crisis evening. So we ended up waiting for a few hours. They said they're going to provide us the dinner. So we went to the lounge thing. And while we were waiting for our dinner, they told us we're not going to fly tonight. So we were moved to airport hotel, which also had a lot of issue with check-ins, and like it was a whole thing. I think I reached my hotel room around 1:30 in the morning, which was crazy. And then the next day we were told that we need to be back in airport by 10, which was pushed to 12:30, which was pushed to 3:30, which was pushed to 5:30. So we spent like literally for 24 hours at the airport. So yeah, I written 24-hour delay. But yeah, after all the chaos, we managed to come back a day later. So yeah, so which gave me some time to write during the trip also. So yeah, this is how it went. So yeah, this is how it turned out. My short trip to like less than 1 week trip looks like this. And yeah, I wish if I could print some pictures, but I don't think that would happen anytime soon. So I just stuck everything, filled everything up. And yeah, that's about it. But just to show you the reality of Hobonichi, how it's going, is that after the trip, of course, things are waiting for me. Work got, so many tasks were waiting for me. So it was empty for the time being, and it's okay because I found that I read 2 books during the trip. So I did a book review here and here, and I'm thinking of doing something more. So yeah, every day I'm not so stressed about filling every spaces. Like if I have this space, I might just stick some pictures from the trip. That's also nice things to capture. And yeah, I kind of wish if this was more like common, what is it called, sterling ink common planner, common planner, the one that without the dates, because then I don't have those spaces in between. But Hobonichi is Hobonichi, we already have a daily pages. So I when I get a chance to write in, I do try to stick on the date, but when there's a space in between, I just keep it open. And then yeah, it looks a little bit thin. Oh yeah, this is not thin, this was not filled in, so I stuck the picture that my son gave me. And yeah, having a space here and there is okay, because if I stress out about having a space, that's gonna be too difficult to keep up with. So yeah, maybe I could just utilize these spaces when I get a chance to print pictures. And yeah, even if it's not the specific dates that I took the pictures, you know, as long as I have a space to stick, that's fine. Like maybe within the same month. So that's the reality of how my Hobonichi is going. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed a small snippet of how my Joburg trip looked like. So thank you very much, and see you in the next video.